No, kid, no.
I'm trying to think of how we're gonna introduce this.
We're gonna introduce this as we are very, very upset. Thank you, Bethesda. You have betrayed our trust. And by the way, welcome to the DawgCast.
Hi, it's RewDawg and Mr. Z.
What's up? What's up?
Today we're going to be bitching and complaining and throwing out good ideas that Bethesda should definitely look into because it would be a money maker.
I don't even think they should look into it. I think they should literally just pick the ideas up and run with them.
Just do it, man.
I'll pay to watch every single one of them for one, because, oh my goodness, I don't think you understand.
What?
A movie franchise or a TV series based around Fallout would be spectacular.
You have no idea. I mean, we're just... Alright, this is what I was explaining. Is with the Fallout universe, it's a little different than a lot of the stuff that's been done. I mean, like, it's more futuristic, but shit's destroyed and civilization is not really there.
See, the way I look at it is it's a combination of old times and far ahead times. Because, you know, like you said, there's that technological advancement in it that makes it really crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that everything is, you know, destroyed throws a huge spin on it. It takes you halfway back to Western times. You know, you're stuck with like bolt action rifles and stuff. There's like, how often do you come across fully automatic weapons without making them?
That's very true. I mean, you know, well, in Fallout 3 you would find it a lot more, but thing is like in the Fallout universe, like there's not a lot of weapons being passed around that you can afford in a realistic sense. I mean, like,
yeah,
you know, like you can put work in and you can earn your caps, but there's always going to be that chance where it's just like, you know, this gun is super badass and it's going to cost you 2,000 caps. Well, you're doing
2,000.
Oh yeah.
Try 25,000.
Yeah, that's probably more of a realistic price. But yeah, but like, you know, you're not doing enough shit to get that cap unless you're like a fucking trader or merchant dude and you're just like, give me that money.
No, let's be honest here. Even with a nice set of special skills, even through the gun runners, my sniper rifle that I'm absolutely in love with, which I'm pretty sure is the anti-material rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that still cost me like 60,000 bottle caps. You know how long it took me to collect 60,000 bottle caps?
Forever.
In a day.
Yeah.
So, our point is, we really would like Bethesda to take advantage of movie franchising or TV franchising their game series.
Yeah, I mean, like, alright, so, for example, your episode options are endless, essentially, because it's like, the Wasteland is never a safe place, you know what I mean? But there is also safe locations in there, which usually have something for the person who is within the town to do.
Oh yeah.
You know, like...
Plenty of activities.
Yeah, so...
I'm not saying they're safe.
No.
Exactly
not by
the
any
point.
means. But... You know, like, there's endless opportunities that you could have. I mean, like, it doesn't even have to be based in any of the game's world. You know what I mean? Like, it could still be based in Fallout's universe, but take place in different cities, different states, or even different countries at some point. You know what I mean? Because I know, for myself, I would love to see Fallout take place in a different country. Just because it's like, I'm somewhat familiar with our own countries. You know, like, what are they called? Like, monuments and such that they make such a big deal about in the game. So it's just like, you know, I'm familiar with that. I want to see some other stuff. Like, I want to see some language barriers being in play and so on. So, because that's going to be a thing. I
see where you're getting at. I see what you're getting at.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, that's going to be a thing. I mean, like, language barriers are like, families could have grown up. You know, like, there's people traveling all over the world. The entire world is like this. I want to see what the other countries and other places look like. You know what I mean? Like, they have different threats there as far as, like, animals and other things that were possibly mutated in the universe. And, you know, they could take that and run with it.
Oh,
And you could just have unlimited concepts of different shit coming to life, and like I mean, it's not a real universe, so the logic behind it doesn't have to be existent.
yeah. Well, I do totally agree though, because if you started to throw in the fact that there was like language barriers and other types of animals that you've never even seen before, let alone the mutated version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'd be some pretty cool stuff.
Exactly. I mean, like there's unlimited amounts of stuff you can do, and I mean, like how I have yet to see something water related in Fallout other than the Mirelurks. So there's other creatures in the ocean that are guaranteed affected by this as well.
I almost just had a moment because it's a whole Bethesda thing. I was just about to say Razorfish, but that's totally an Elder Scrolls thing.
Yeah, that's a different game entirely, different universe.
Still,
what could be in the same universe, but I'm not sure. There's theories. I don't know though. He's staring at me with this blank look like I'm a retard.
I'm gonna say, because it's Bethesda, there's almost a 100% chance. Same universe, different aspects of said universe.
And it's possible. I mean, like, for all we know, Skyrim could be the ancient Fallout world before Fallout happened. I mean, like, that could be the ancestors to the people in the game for all we know.
Problem being what happened to all the elves and the orcs and
same thing that happened to the
dwarves.
fucking...
Well, I mean, the dwarves are already extinct.
Yeah, same thing.
The Dwemmers. Not a big fan of that. I like saying dwarven communities.
But, yeah, I mean, like, there's so much shit you could do, and I think it would be entertaining to be able to see a lot of it. And I mean, like, they got a wide range of creatures that they have already made in their universe now. That I feel like with our modern day graphics and stuff like that,
oh yeah,
it will, it will be doable. It will look good, and it will be, like legitimately like intense and or fearful looking. Like,
well, let's talk about the progression of things in Fallout. From Fallout 3 to Fallout 4, I mean the progression of like the overall characteristic looks of like the Deathclaw, the Cazador. Even the mutated mole rats, it's just incredible the way that graphics advanced just from 3, New Vegas, to 4.
Exactly. And I mean, like, just imagine the CGI. Just imagine the CGI, the animal. Like, imagine the CGI Deathclaw. The thing is fucking 10 feet tall.
Let's take it somewhere else with this. Let's imagine a mutated fucking saber-toothed tiger, bro. Like, I can't even imagine what that thing would look like.
Terrifying.
But it would be so vicious. It would make a Deathclaw look like a pussy little bitch.
I don't know, because the Deathclaws are pretty terrifying on their own.
If they mutated to 10 feet from being, now everybody understands this, chameleon, right?
Yeah.
Chameleon to 10 feet tall. Imagine what a saber-toothed tiger that mutates is going to freaking do. It'd be probably 25 feet tall.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty terrifying tiger.
You literally have to, like, raid party kill that thing, man.
Right. Like, you couldn't take that thing on your own if you wanted to. Fat chance.
But no, I really think that Fallout could go really far, because I agree, there's endless possibilities of what they can do in the Fallout universe.
Yeah, and
there's just as far as like, I don't mean to like get a little, I guess I'm kind of confusing myself in my own brain right now, but there's so many different factions and types of people. Like, you could be a normal human, you could be a ghoul as the main character. They could do all kinds of things. And it's not even simply just the one character base. Every time they make a new different series, there could be intertwining storylines that are really, really deep in the background, but nothing is ever smack in your face like, oh, these stories connect right here. You have to put those things together.
And like, even what they could do is like, they could do a TV series where it's like each season is explaining a different outlook on a different, like on a war per se,
Exactly.
and you're following like one season, say you're like following it, like your traditional vault dweller character from the Fallout games and such. So it's like, you know, that whole first season you'll be following this guy as he's doing what he's doing to help prepare for it. And then the next season we'll see perhaps like Caesar's legions preparing for the war too. So we'll be following one of the guys who's in the legion. And you know, like character development could be like this guy joined the army because he was forced to, he doesn't even want to be there. It could follow one of the slaves within Caesar's legion. You know, like the possibilities in that, like you can follow a few characters throughout that story, basing the season off of that faction.
Yep.
And then in the end, what you could do is you could take it and make it one giant movie where it's like the war actually is finally starting to happen. So in that movie, you'd be following a couple of different factions from the seasons, the characters who made it to said war, and so on and so forth. Because, you know, obviously throughout the seasons and stuff, you will be introduced to characters who aren't going to make it, so on and so forth. And
you're going to have a lot of character progression as well from characters that stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like I said, like I keep saying, the possibilities are legitimately endless with, like, putting together your own story. It's like, you could even do spin-off series about just other
absolutely
people.
Nothing.
Yeah, like you can be following, like one episode could just be like following a merchant. And it's just like the day in the life of a merchant. And you're just like, alright. Like,
and they could just carry on. The next episode could, you know, be someone who talked to the merchant before, the episode before, and then it just progressively travels like that.
Now you're following what it's like to be just like a settler or like a wanderer out in the wasteland. You know what I mean?
You spend a day in the life of whoever you end up with.
Just like the average day of a wastelander.
See, now I'd like to see them take a... Oh, sorry about that. I'd like to see them take a big screen approach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking, you know, they open up and it's, you know, like the silhouette of who's going to be the hero or the villain of just that movie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what they're going to do is they're going to open it up and you're going to kind of, I guess, have to decide in your own head, like, is this going to be the hero or the villain right off the bat?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not really going to know. The story's going to be the very beginning of that person's story where the big changes started to happen.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to, within that first couple minutes of the movie, decide, okay, is it going to be the hero or is it going to be the villain? Based on the events that are leading up to their ultimate either demise or heroic arrival.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so as much as I really wanted this to be a thing, I promise you, if they make the Fallout movie, this is how it's gonna be. I promise you. Alright, you're gonna follow your traditional vault dweller in the movie from when he wakes up or when he gets out into the wasteland and starts doing his thing. And then immediately after, what's gonna happen is he's gonna become conflicted with another group. Said group will continue to terrorize everybody he knows because that happens to be the way that all tropes work. Just this gang is the scariest gang of them all. And then, you know, like now they're gonna rile up everybody and they're gonna fuck these guys. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna take them down. And then it's gonna become a huge fight scene. And then it's gonna be like the Vault Dweller dude versus the bad guy leader dude in the end of the whole movie, and it's gonna be like some probably like rainy fight scene with lightning and thunder going off, and the guy's gonna like be beating the hell out of the good guy. He's like, you were never gonna win to begin with. You know, like he's just gonna be like, I'm the good guy, I always win, and you're gonna fucking shoot him.
He's got a ripper to his throat.
Yeah. It's gonna be tropey, dude. It's gonna be super tropey, I promise you.
I don't think I would be a huge fan of that, let's be honest.
I'll watch it anyway because it's got a Bethesda theme.
I mean, I'll watch it, I just didn't say I was going to like it. No, I mean, like I said, if they did the hero or the villain pickup, and then you watch it, it's almost, I hate to relate it to this, just because it's its own huge thing. it'd be kind of like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Because you would start out with Anakin as he works his way into becoming Darth Vader.
Yeah. And I see what you're getting at with this. But I think a way that they could do that is like they could take it so, you're following the bad guy or somebody, you're following him as he's making his choices through his life and so on and so forth to lead him to where he is. Mm-hmm. And at that point, you can have him tie into another story within the season or a different season entirely. So it's like you're following like this little no-name farmer dude, and like he gets entwined with this whole Raider bullshit, and it's like you find out this dude who is the leader of the Raiders is the guy that we were following the entire season beforehand. And then you're like, okay, that's the way he went, clearly, because we all watched it unfold in his way. Like, the guy's obviously going to be making some pretty controversial decisions.
Okay. And
he's probably going to be making the wrong decisions thinking that he's in the right. It's a thing. That or he just wants to fucking fuck shit up. That's how it happens. So.
I think it'd be better if it was more similarly portrayed to the way things kind of happen in, like, New Vegas. You're a courier, you get shot, you're left for dead. Mm-hmm. You heal up and then you seek vengeance. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, it's the big bad guy in his big bad tower in the middle of the big bad city.
Right. It's just like, what?
So, like, I would like to see a movie like that.
Yeah, where it's like somebody had plans to have you taken out or something like that. It's just like you're just a randomized victim, and it's just like we're watching this victim get his revenge on what's going on.
And then, like, on the other hand, I'd want to see, like, another movie, like, right before or right after it, where you see exactly, like I said, Anakin becoming Darth Vader. You want to see that progression. Mm-hmm. Why and how that character becomes bad. And he doesn't think about it. He's not making those choices on purpose. It's just the way his life is going.
Yeah, like, it would be pretty cool to see somebody, like, kind of depict somebody's mindset and, like, how... Because I've always been curious about that, like, there's always leaders of the raid groups and stuff like that, raiders and the psychos and all that bullshit. And it's just, like, I'm curious as to how these people became into that, because there are some characters where I'm just like, okay, well, why is this dude like
the way that they are?
Yeah, like, why is this guy such an asshole? He attacks everybody on the site regardless of what's going on.
Well, I mean, that's what the nice thing about the way Bethesda does things. If you're curious, you can talk to other people that know that person, and then you'll learn a little bit about them.
Yeah, that's very true. And
so the movie would be like an extended version of that. Mm-hmm. It'd be like a long, drawn-out cutscene.
Yeah.
That would be probably the most intense cutscene of your life.
Yeah, and my only issue with this would be, like, because, in the Fallout universe with the games and stuff, it's kind of a build your own story. This would be something like everybody would be watching together as this person, essentially the person who's writing and or coming up with the episodes, is depicting that this will go. So, I feel like it would really do well. I mean, like, because, like I keep saying, the endless options are too good to pass up.
I totally agree, and that's why I'm kind of upset Bethesda hasn't already jumped on the train of a lot of these game companies. Even Assassin's Creed just did it. Assassin's Creed decided they were going to make a flippin' movie.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some say it was incredible. Some say it was too much, crap and CGI. Mm-hmm. But it's like nowadays, CGI is the only way to go. It's much cheaper, it's much more efficient, and you have less people, like stunt men, getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because some of the crazier scenes were very dangerous.
And I mean, like, using CGI in movies is no different than using a CGI to create a cutscene.
Exactly my point. They make beautiful cutscenes.
They make tremendous cutscenes. So
just make a movie, please. I'm begging you.
I agree. Personally, I want to hear what some of you guys have to think. Like, I know.
Just agree with us. Just please agree with us.
Yeah, just do that, because This needs to be a thing. I need to be able to watch this because it would be sweet.
Hashtag Bethesda, why you do this?
Hashtag it. You heard it.
Yep. Bethesda, why you do this?
Yeah.
Let's hear your input, everybody. Yay!
Yes.
Let's make this a thing.
Please and thank you. Thank you for your support and your values and other such things.
Because we all know you love Fallout just as much as we do. Nerds.
Yeah. But
just kidding. All I do is play video games. That's my life.
Speaking of, I think I might go do so now.
No. Bad dog of the Rew.
Oh. That's not nice. I got stories to write for Fallout episodes, man.
No.
I got ideas to pitch to Bethesda coming out soon.
Oh, yeah, here they come.
Yeah,
Bethesda's gonna put a restraining order on this guy.
Fucking spam email them a new episode every day, handwritten.
You're not allowed to contact them.
I hope.
If you do, the judge is gonna deport you to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, the place that's not real.
It's not real anymore because they closed it.
Yeah, it's not real.
Doesn't mean it's still not a real island. You're just gonna be stuck inside of a fenced-off place with no food.
Cock meat sandwiches only.
There won't even be that. There ain't nobody there to give you a cock meat sandwich. And if there is, he's probably a scraggly, gangly, old, crazy dude.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Let's
it's
be
very
honest.
salty.
Ooh. Wouldn't be the first time you had some salty.
No.
Wait. Hold on a second.
Yeah, don't judge my lifestyle. I do that, please.
No judgment. Just giggles.
Just the giggles is real, and we're just having fun. Nobody take me seriously.
And we got out the seriousness with our begging Bethesda to help us out here. Throw us a little bone.
Yeah, dude, hook it up. I really want to see some of this shit. I want to see how you make your goddamn laser rifles look.
Beautiful.
I want to see you guys put your aliens in the play.
They'll be way more beautiful than when they glitch out in the middle of the game.
Just in the middle of the movie, there's the textures drop out.
Oh,
no.
okay. Bethesda, if you do that, I'll probably die laughing.
I will give you $100.
Trust me, they don't want your $100. They want everybody's $100.
Everybody give them $100 if they put in the middle of the movie all of the textures just drop out. Just the guys just walking across the thing and then everything just gets flat and fuzzy. Just nothing.
I want to see a dude fold in half. I miss Fallout 3.
Oh man, yeah. Put that shit in there, and then have the one where the stretchy body with the legs.
Oh, are you talking about the one where his bottom half starts walking away and the top half's just like stretched across the screen?
Yeah, like the top half is like locked into you with the conversation, with the conversation prompt, and then like the bottom half of him just like walks off.
Yep.
So he got like super stretchy body. It's hilarious.
I do miss that glitchy aspect of Fallout 3.
Oh, it was one of my favorite things ever.
I didn't get much of a chance to actually play it myself, but I did get a lot of time to watch you play it.
Yeah, I do recommend. Okay, because the mechanics are kind of hard to go back to, but overall the game is really good. I would recommend giving it a chance. It will be a little wonky because the graphics and stuff are a little older compared to New Vegas and 4.
Never played that one either, so
4?
yeah.
It's great.
New Vegas lifer, bro.
New Vegas was also great. A lot of people were saying, it's a dumb spin-off, it's not good, I hate the ammo crafting. It's like, fuck yourselves. Dude, in the apocalypse, I'd be making all my own ammo. Fuck that, I ain't got caps to spend on ammo. Fuck you.
For me, it was like 50-50. If I had the materials to make the ammo, I did it.
I saved for the materials.
Well, that's the problem, is even as hard as I tried to find materials, I could almost never find...
Keep 3 guns, collect all of the ammo that you pick up, and every ammo that is not for those guns, break it down, more ammo, because every time you shoot, you pick up your shell casings as a perk, which you pick up more. You pick up half as more.
That's my point, though. I would always pick up a bunch of casings, but it wasn't the right casings.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when you shoot rounds off of your gun,
You'll pick up those casings.
you have a 50% chance of picking up more of them.
It legitimately only works like with my pistol. Like if I would use my pistol, I could go pick up my casings and stuff.
Yeah.
But if I use like my bigger guns, my assault rifles, or my anti-material, it wouldn't pick up casings ever.
Well, I never really used the assault rifle, so I can't say anything about that. In New Vegas, I definitely used the hunting rifle most of the time, and I used the 365 or the 357.
357?
Yeah, I used the revolver.
365. That's how many days are in a year, bro.
Oh, shit. Murdering people, every one of them.
Love it. Love it.
Just another day in the life of a wastelander.
Oh, yeah. Mojave.
Mm-hmm.
Mojave.
You have no idea.
I mean, I really do miss playing Fallout. As soon as I get my copy back somehow. It's on.
It's game on.
Y'all better be ready. So I'll probably talk about it at some point.
Good.
I start playing my Fallout again. Yeah.
Right.
And then you guys are going to have to deal with me just dragging on about that.
That's alright. That's a topic I can never get tired of talking about. And that is a promise and a guarantee.
So y'all are going to have to suck it up because there will be a little Fallout conversation happening.
Yeah, because Fallout be the shit. Well, Bethesda, you're my favorite. That's why.
Ditto.
Yeah, call me a fanboy, but at least I'm willing to admit that they make mistakes, and I don't judge.
I love their
them.
mistakes. I
So
know.
do I.
I know they do half of them on purpose.
Probably.
Bethesda is one of the largest troll companies on the planet. Have you ever noticed how many Easter eggs they have in their games? Like, that in itself tells you Troll City.
Yeah, I can see that. I can really see that.
It takes a very, very troll game designer to make a game with Easter eggs on purpose often.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like
Bethesda's all over that.
Yeah, I mean, like even in New Vegas, there was a whole perk dedicated to that, the Wild Wasteland, or the Wild
Wasteland.
Yeah, Wild Wasteland. And, you know, like, that would make it so random shit would just happen. Like, one time, I was just walking by. There was a doghouse in the backyard of our house. I walked by, I heard the fucking Wasteland sound.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, tiny little fucking Deathclaw just comes running out of the thing.
Oh, the baby death, or the like, I don't even know how to...
He's so tiny.
It's like a shrunken Deathclaw.
Yeah. And
Like
he's
they took a
just
shrink ray.
Yeah, he's just as strong as a regular Deathclaw, though.
And they're ridiculously fast.
Yeah. He murdered me and my dog. So, yeah, that makes it a little challenging. And then one time I was walking around and I think it was the Big Island DLC or whatever, or Big Mountain DLC.
Big Mountain, yeah. That's a good one.
Old World Blues. And I was walking around and there was this crater and it had these glowing crystals in it. And I heard the sound go off and I was like, okay, I'm looking around. I walked down into the crater. I just see like 50 gnomes. Just like they were all looking like they were just mining, dude. Like they were like fucking like they just had pickaxes in their hands, like they were picking rocks and diamonds. Some of them were like pretending to push wheelbarrows and stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Did they attack you?
No, they were just regular gnomes, like the little statues. So I walked around and I collected all of them, and I was like, I'm gonna keep all of these, and I'm gonna have a little gnome army in my house. That's exactly what I did. Collected every one of them and I brought them back to my house.
You honestly should have looked up if there was an Easter egg for those.
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
I almost guarantee there was an Easter egg for those.
I got a gnome army. I don't give a shit.
And if anybody's ever seen or heard the gnome army, if there's an Easter egg for it, let us know.
Yeah, actually, let me know some of the new Wild Wasteland things because there's a few of them I haven't seen. I want to hear what some crazy stories are that they have on it. So, you know, just hit the comment things down underneath you and all that good stuff and whatnot.
Let us know what's up.
Yeah.
We like all that crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in it now. But that's on a later note. I think we are gonna get out of here.
It's been a pleasure. Hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah. Yes. So,
have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening.
Whatever time you decide to listen to this. Yeah.
Just make sure you listen to it. Hey.
Right.
By now, you've already listened to the whole thing. Whole thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we will be seeing you next time.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
This is RewDawg.
And Mr. Z signing out.
Out of here. Bye.